Live.
Live.
Man, we're live.
Here, for you.
Okay.
For you.
I just grew my beard out for this.
Oh, shit.
I ain't grew a beard out in like 4 years.
I'm a little nervous, Zack.
Why is that?
Because you're my podcast.
Oh.
You came here, so because I get shy in my intro, so you can just look at the camera and smile, you know, because it's going to be like, hey guys, what's up?
What's up, guys? It's Keeping It Real with Milz. On your episode today, we got Pitbull Ruhl, a.k.a. Zack, a.k.a. the man with the plan. I'm going to play with you.
All right, I'm going to start now.
Go ahead.
A little step.
Hey guys, what is up? It's your girl Milz. Welcome back to Keeping It Real with Milz. Everything you won't find in a textbook about spinal cord injury.com. So guys, this one's different because they're all different. Here, I am sitting with...
Hey, I'm Zack Ruhl, a.k.a. Pitbull.
AKA...
The man. I don't know. I'm just a.k.a. nothing. I'm just chilling.
So guys, this is episode 11 and this one is titled...
11 episodes?
Yeah, 11. Have you been watching?
I've not watched all 11.
But this one's called Dating with a Disability.
Oof. All right. Going into the dark hole of dating with a disability.
Yes. But before we do get into that, do you want to introduce yourself, Zack? Do you guys know about Zack?
Yeah. Okay. So
I'm sure you guys know about Zack.
I'm born and raised Houston, Texas. Raised in Houston, Texas. I was born in Louisiana.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm 31 years old. I owned a gym at one time. That's where me and Mildred first met. I don't know if people know you by your full name.
That's my real name.
But she came to my CrossFit gym. We trained for a little bit. Gym ended up, shutting down. We went separate ways, but she soared. Nah. And then I just started personal training and doing motivational speaking, and now here we are. Just doing me, but I really like the way things are going now.
Okay, that's good.
I feel like I ain't got to front nothing.
No,
I don't got to fake nothing no more.
That's good. It's good to hear. And Zack, can you tell us a little bit about your disability? Because if you're watching this, guys, Zack is sitting in a wheelchair. And it's actually a cool wheelchair. It's a new one too, huh?
It is.
Can you tell us a little bit about it? It's pretty.
Out reckless wheelchairs. Actually, you know what?
Yeah, do your thing.
Man, I'm not even going to try to plug them in right now, but I'm going to say this. Is like I've gotten not a lot of wheelchairs in my life, but I've gotten a few. And this is the only company that I've gotten a chair and I actually felt like, wow, this is how getting a wheelchair should feel like. Like I felt special. Like they actually took every need I had and thought about what they could do better, put it together, and they wowed me. Like I was like, whoa, I cried. Brent cried.
For real?
I swear. I was like, dude, thank y'all so much. Thank you. So I appreciate it, fellas. Thank you. But about my disability, I could consider myself kind of like a hybrid. So I'm right in between an able body and a wheelchair user.
Okay.
Right? Because I use a wheelchair sometimes, but I kind of don't, and I do regular stuff too. So I don't need a lot of assistance in that manner. And dating goes, it's about the same as anybody in a wheelchair. I mean, you're going to get stares, you're going to get looks and stuff you don't want.
But can you tell us what's your disability, or I want a title.
I'm a double above the knee amputee.
Okay, alrighty. So, Zack doesn't have a spinal cord injury.
I do not have a spinal cord injury. He
is just honestly, I see Zack like a person that doesn't have a disability. I see Zack as an able-bodied. Okay, this is not to bash anyone or whatever, right? But it's if I'm gonna go somewhere with Zack, I feel secure because it's if I fall, he can pick me up because he has before.
Oh, thank you.
And this is not to make anyone feel less or but it's when I go out some places with my mom, I don't feel secure because she's tiny and she won't be able to pick me up.
Yeah.
So I honestly I don't see Zack as disabled, but I see how other people can see you disabled because when they see you, they see the wheelchair and then they see you, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people they'll just categorize you and oh yeah, he's disabled. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we go into the dating conversation.
It's I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, you see me like that because you know me, but
right.
I mean, either people are going to see me two different ways. They're going to see me as this dude's kind of swole, he's awesome, right? Or they're going to be automatically disabled. He's less than me, right? They automatically think that.
Right,
let's just face it. If you see a wheelchair user and you're not in a wheelchair, man, they're less. They're always going to be less. Let's just face it. You know what I'm saying? Dude, when I was growing up, I didn't have no wheelchair friends.
Neither did I.
I looked to wheelchair people. I mean, I was less, but I felt like they were like, "Aw," you know what I'm saying?
That's usually
like I feel sorry for you, and I didn't even know the situation. Why should I feel sorry for him or her? Like, why should I do that? Right? There's no reason to, but I automatically did because I always viewed wheelchair people, disabled people. I know I am too, but I always viewed them as different. So
because it wasn't something like what common.
Yeah,
that you would see.
I guess I just
because in the like in the books, like it says like somebody that's what was it that I saw one time? Somebody that is healthy is somebody that is able to move without dang, I can't even, I forgot what that said. Damn, now I feel dumb. It's like the definition of healthy, like it's somebody that is able to walk and able to like it like,
oh, got you.
Yeah, like I can't really get that.
So like people don't see you as exactly healthy, or they see you as broken.
Yeah,
let's just put it like that. People see you as broken. I mean, that's the hard thing about dating too, is you got to think about what's apparent. I mean, as a dude dating, I got to think about, like, let's just say me and you went on a date, right? I go and meet your dad.
Can we go eat some steak?
Yeah.
But
let's just say you're an able-bodied girl,
okay,
right? You don't have a disability right now, right? I bring you on a date.
That's cool.
Now,
I can walk.
Now I got to think about what your parents are going to think about me too. Like, are they going to go into it with an open mind, thinking like, oh man, it's a cool dude. He's really good for you. He treats you good. Or are they going to think like, oh man, why you want that? You're going to have to take care of him. He's broken, right? So.
I thought about that. My last relationship, which was like 5 years ago, he wanted me to meet his parents, and that was the reason why I never met his parents, because I didn't want the mom to be like, and I feel like all like Mexican moms, they're a little more close-minded.
Can you have kids, Milz?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Do I want kids?
No. I don't mean to.
Oh shit, that's a little staticky. Yeah, I can have kids. Do I want kids? No, fuck them kids.
You say that now, man. But how old are you?
27.
I was thinking the same way about 4 years ago.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not.
How old are you, Zack?
31.
31? Are you single? Like a Pringle?
Yes.
Are you looking?
No, I'm not. I'm
not looking. No. Okay.
I'm doing me now. I've been doing me. I've been unfollowing. Unfollowing a lot of girls on Instagram. A lot of.
What? Are you into guys now? No judging. No judging.
Nah, not at all, man. I felt like my Instagram was like a lot of asses and stuff.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, dude, what am I if I wanted to see that, I could see that. Like, why do I need to go on Instagram? I want to see like inspirational people.
Okay.
You know?
You're in a different.
Yeah. So I've been in a different place now in my head, right?
Okay.
I was a fuckboy one time. Can I say that?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I was a fuckboy at one time.
Okay.
I've changed now, but I was.
That comes with age, I guess, and experience.
Milz kind of met me right in the
the
middle of it.
I mean, you were having fun, and as long as you didn't hurt anyone's feelings, Zack.
I hurt some feelings.
Oh my! I don't support. No.
I mean, it's all good.
I don't support.
I've apologized. We moved on. Everything's fine.
Okay, good.
But yeah, I've done my dirt.
But back to the the parent stuff. I didn't meet his parents because I was scared of what the mom was gonna say. It's like.
But you're not dating her, so what does it matter, right? It matters, right? I know that's what people are going to tell you, or that's what people are going to say to you. But you're not dating her, so why does it matter? Bitch, it fucking matters. It matters. It matters what the parents think about you. Like, I'm sorry, it does.
Especially if you're close to them, yeah.
Yeah, right. And Hispanics, they are like really close to the parents.
We are.
I've noticed, right? Like, I'm not trying to, but that's just how it is. I mean, every Hispanic girl I've ever dated wants to be cool with my mom.
Okay, yeah.
You know.
And maybe it was just different then. Like right now, if I was to, he was like, hey, can you meet my parents? I'll be like, yeah, fine. But that's only because I feel good about myself.
What do you feel what has grown on you? Confidence?
Well, confidence. And at the time, I thought that I wouldn't be enough for him. And now that I'm looking at it, bro, it's more than enough for him. The hell? And it's just because I think I was like a year after. It was like maybe like a year. No, it was a year after my accident. So it was just, I was just going through a lot. I don't have corona, sorry. And I think it was just more the confidence, and I'm ready now to meet parents. Like I'm good, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's a lot of people that are able-bodied and they're broken inside.
Okay, got you.
Right, so it's like, we have a physical disability. You can see something right away. That's quotation marks. Can you do quotation marks for me? That's something supposedly wrong, but at the end of the day, everyone has something wrong. Everyone's broken.
Yeah, right. Everybody disabled in some type of way.
Yes.
Right? Like, but I mean, but I know it sounds cliche because you see it on memes all the time, but not every disability is visible, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You may look at, I've dated girls who are like, I know we're off their rocker. Like, man, you need some medicine to calm that down. You know, like, I'd rather have no legs than that. Like, man,
let me die.
yeah, no, for real. But I mean, just the attitude is just like craziness, you know? Like, I'm like, man, I'd rather have no legs and just be like that, all jealous and everything. So I think that's worse of a disability than being legless, being a jealous person all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, one time, guys, there was this girl that was jealous of me, and at the time,
Two girls.
At the time, I thought it was so cool because, like, I think I was like 3 years in my accident.
Were you happy about it? Were you kind of happy about it?
Okay, so this
was
girl,
it a confidence booster?
Yeah, I was like,
because like no lies, this wasn't an ugly chick, and a lot of
she looked good.
A lot of people knew who she was.
She looked good, and like she was like super strong, and like for me, like I think was that my stomach? I'm hungry.
Did you?
I didn't have breakfast. It's only like, I think a girl's beautiful if they're strong. Because back then I thought I was really beautiful because I was strong, and you know, my personality and everything. But I thought she was so beautiful because she was strong, like you know, and she looks good. And this girl thought I had a thing for Zack, and she was like, she thought we had something going on, and she was so jealous of me. It got so awkward that like the whole people in the gym could feel the vibe when I would go there. It got so weird that I wouldn't even tell Zack, "Hey Zack, what's up?" I would like, "Hey Zack, what's up?" And then I'll just do this.
It was so weird.
Awkward.
It was so weird because it was like, when she wasn't there, everybody was family again. And we were having fun talking and shit. And
yeah, right?
When she showed up, I'd be like, oh, shit.
I was like, Dad can't even look at that. All right, yes. How many how many do you want me to do? Oh, okay, all right. Yeah.
Yeah, no, man.
What's the program for today?
It definitely ruined the vibe. I shouldn't allow that to happen in the first place, but hey, I was looking for love in all the wrong places.
Oh, we were growing, learning experiences. But yeah, I thought it was so cool that a girl that was, at the time, I thought it was really cool that a girl that was able-bodied and, you know, that had like nice legs and everything was jealous of like me. But now I'm like, yeah, you're jealous of me. You know, I can see why. But like at the time, I was like, dang, like, this is a real thing. Like, you know?
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, it's cool. No, hell yeah. Girl, don't get me wrong. I've felt that too. Like I've rolled in a room and felt some chest start bowing out a little bit more on the other dude. I'm like, hell yeah, you know who the alpha dog is. You know, like shout out to her because she brought my confidence level. And actually, when we went up here, you don't even know about this, but you just recently found out. I think we went to the Astros game together. With Jesse and yep. Mm-hmm. And then I had a girl call me because I like went live or something on my Instagram, Snapchat, something. Had a girl call me pissed off saying that me and Mildred were sleeping together. No, I swear.
We keeping the wheel right here, like, and that was.
She said, I see the way she looks at you. I was like, what are you talking? I was like, I bought her a hand. You know, like about little big hands. Remember?
Oh yeah, I still have it somewhere in my closet.
She's like, you never bought me a hand.
For real?
It's like, I'm sorry. No, didn't know you needed one.
For real?
Yeah.
Dang.
Got pissed.
I didn't even know, bro. I was literally like chilling, like having a good time in my house. I didn't even know. That's crazy, huh? Like people stress over things, and the other person's like ni en cuenta. They don't even know. Like,
what else?
I had no idea.
Do you? Okay, I'm. Can I ask you?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm curious about stuff. You said you feel comfortable with me because you know I could pick you up, secure, whatever. Right?
Yeah.
You get worried that situations like that will come when you're, let's just say, if you're on a date.
Yeah, all the time. That's like my biggest worry. Like
what if I fall and then this some bitch don't know how to pick me up or whatever it may be.
Yes, that's definitely like something I look into. I know. That's something I worry about. Okay, what am I gonna do if I fall? But that's with anyone. If I go somewhere, but in the dating, I do try to aim for somebody that will be able to pick me up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you kind of like try to feel the person out and be like, oh, you know what, this dude could really like hold his own. He would be comfortable if I just fell. You know what I'm saying? Or like, how would this dude react if I just fell right now?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. He's tripping at me grabbing the forks weird. So imagine if I fell.
Yeah.
You know. Ooh, think of her own show.
I love it. Okay, I'm really cautious of where we go out to eat because of my hands. Like my hands don't work right, and I do struggle cutting carne, like steak.
So,
Or eat.
so not like fondue.
Hmm?
So you wouldn't do like fondue,
What's fondue?
like dipping it in cheese or like
No.
making it yourself or
No.
no.
Mm-mm.
That's off limits.
We went to like a Korean barbecue and I had him like do the cooking, and I've avoided like steakhouses going on dates with guys
because you don't want to show like
on the
weakness
first date.
You don't
First
wanna
date.
show weakness.
Yeah, and I wouldn't get a taco either porque the way I get the taco, it's a little weird for me.
Mhm.
And I this is not to say not to eat what you want to eat, right? Or but I wouldn't recommend. I feel more comfortable eating something with a fork on a first date.
Okay.
Not something you have to cut, or I just don't want to.
That's funny you say that. That's just like weird. I'm like, it's cool getting your input on it because I do the exact same thing in like a different way.
How?
Okay. So for instance, like I'll like instead of wanting to go somewhere where I don't have to show my disability, I will go somewhere where I can show them how badass of an able body I am. Like so, like not our first date, but like let's just say if I bring a girl on a first date, my first date might be to Sky Zone, an indoor trampoline place.
That would be fun.
Where I can get out of my wheelchair, I could jump, and I could show you that, man, I ain't no regular cripple, right? Like, so I'm trying to show.
Well, sorry, I can't jump, Zach.
But I'm saying though, but like you're trying to show the same thing, just in a different way. Like you're like,
Okay.
man, I'm not helpless, right? Like that's what you're trying to show. Like
Yeah.
I'm not helpless. I can do shit myself.
Right.
I'm doing it the same way, but I'm going way overboard with it.
Yeah, you
right?
are, dude.
Right? Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I do the same thing. It's like I can relate to
Differently
you.
at your type of
Yes,
level.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So you think that would be something, that you would advise somebody?
I mean, it depends. I mean, you got to think of what's going down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
well, I've had people ask me like, man, I'm bringing a girl out on a date. Where should I take her? Like, but she's in a wheelchair and I'm not. And I'm like, man, get a couple of your buddies together. Go to Escape the Room.
Okay.
Like that's tight, right? You don't got to move around a lot. You're just finding clues. She could help out significantly. It'd be tight, right?
I've never been to one of those.
I've never been either, but I've heard it was clean.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? So he did that. Then I thought, man, I can do this stuff. I can match. I can do. I started thinking of other stuff like I can do. Like I can go out and do, and I try to do those too. Like I try to go on outside the box dates as much as I can.
Okay.
So like any type of outdooring, kayaking, whatever it may be, I try to do those. I don't like regular dates, man.
Oh, sorry. I go to regular dates.
If I would if I was a girl, I just you know what I'm saying? Like I like cooking, so I like cooking at the house. Like
Okay, so you invite her over?
I'll invite girls over, yeah, but do you classify that as a date, like sitting by the fire having drinks?
Yeah, it's a date.
No,
That sounds like a date.
been on a couple dates.
Oh shit! You went on a date yesterday? You
No.
did?
No, I didn't.
No?
Nuh-uh.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was cool. I ate some steak and I was able to cut the steak on my own, but I only did that because I
Get it rare.
I did. And I only agreed to go to that steakhouse because I've been dating him for a while now. So I'm okay with him watching me struggle, if that makes sense. Yeah.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Do you? How's he look at it? Does he look at like I don't know? Because like. First, like when I see you struggling, like I always like
You want to help me, right?
I don't. At
No?
all. No,
Or what are you thinking?
I want to see you do
because
it.
you're disabled,
I wanna
right?
see you
Quotation
do it.
marks.
Like,
So
you know me though. I'll hold off until you actually need help, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, what? And I've,
Zach will give you that tough love if
and
you don't know
I've-
him
and I've-
personally.
And I've held members back. Like I've held like Nate's went to go, and I'm like, stop, let her go, right? Like I'm like, she's got it, right? Because it'll like probably take you a little longer.
Yeah.
I like to see how stuff's done, and it makes me happy. Like that gets me happy. But I could see if I like went on a date with a girl and I've been out and she was like having trouble, like, oh God bless. What if we have a kid? She can't cut up this nigga's steak.
Damn, Zach.
So I see where I see where people are coming from.
Okay.
But it's really closed-minded if you think about it. It's cutting a damn steak, right? It's nothing else. That's such a low thing on the totem pole. Who cares about a steak? Like, right?
People don't like eat steak all the time.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, so, but people will make such a big deal out about. I've had a girl on a date like put my plate on the floor because I was on my skateboard, and like she made me a plate and she's like, here you go.
Why?
Because I was on the floor. I was on my skateboard. So she thought, I guess I ate like a dog or something. So I was like,
Well, before Zach was how long did he use your skateboard for?
Oh,
This happened before.
Yeah, so
Because Zach didn't use us. Oh,
My bad.
You go.
I was born with without legs disability, so I wasn't born with it. But at the age of 2, I got a skateboard for Christmas. I did not get on a wheelchair until I was 24.
24.
24. Yeah, I went my whole life on a skateboard, dude.
That's kind of cool, though.
I know. Yeah, it's weird. I thought it was like, and if you'd have told me back in the day that like, man, you're gonna get a wheelchair eventually. Ain't a chance in hell, bro. I would look you dead in your eyes, but man,
why
talking to the wrong? I don't know. It's almost like everybody else. Look at any other able body, right?
Okay.
Any other able body in the world. It don't matter who it is, right? Automatically, a wheelchair says handicap. You bring a wheelchair in the mix. You may not be handicapped, right? You may be just like have your sprained ankle or something, but you will do anything in your power not to be in a wheelchair because it says handicap, right?
Mm-hmm. And it's a universal logo, actually.
Yeah. So I just didn't want to be classified as handicapped. Like I wanted to be my own dude, you know. And like I was like, everybody be like, you need a wheelchair, but no, you need a skateboard, homie.
I would not be able to live with a skateboard, not with my disability.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. I think you got it.
I don't know. I wouldn't be able to get up. There's no way.
Have you ever thought about like what's the easiest way for you to like transport all that? Do you think you have it down like the easiest way now? Like with the crutches or the wheelchair?
Wheelchair,
and what do you go on dates on, the crutches or the wheelchair?
Dude, it's because I was able to...
do you feel more comfortable in the wheelchair?
I feel definitely more comfortable in the wheelchair.
I would think so too.
I walk really slow.
Yeah.
And I actually have stopped walking because I have a torn meniscus. So let's not talk about that because that's sad.
No, it's cool. Right?
Womp, womp, womp.
Did you feel it though?
Huh?
Did you feel it tear?
I don't know, dude. My sensation is weird, but
that's what I'm saying. Like, did you feel it tear, or you just didn't even know?
I didn't even know, dude. It's just it hurts a lot, And I think the weather hasn't been helping either. And I think it's literally a mixture of overusage and the fall. So I've been, staying low, not walking like I used to at all. So I did go on some dates with my crutches, but that's only because I felt comfortable with the guy.
What are you looking for, though, Milz?
What?
I want to know what you're looking. If we're talking about dating, what are you actually looking? Because you've been on a couple dates. Let's just be honest.
I have.
I'm not saying it's your thought. None of that. It's dates. It's dates. It's not nothing else besides dates, right?
Yeah.
But I talk to you. I mean, not often, but quite often, right?
About dating, right?
I feel like you've been on plenty, and I feel like you have never found what you're looking for. So
I have not.
What are you looking for? I feel like you're looking. Can I be honest?
Go, yeah.
I feel like you're looking for somebody. I mean, it's going to sound weird, but Zack like your dad.
How do you know?
Zack like your dad, right? Somebody that could cut for you. That like if shit goes wrong, sour, he could build a ramp for you.
Oh,
whatever.
yes.
Like have your back, cares for you, just like your dad.
Yes. Yeah, how do you know? And I haven't found somebody like my dad. I was like, man, they don't make him like you no more. But I was like, they don't. Mm-hmm. Like this dude, like he loves to work, and that's why like I have that drive because that's all I know. Because my dad's always. He needs to like tone it down a little bit because he don't know how to have fun. He's like upset when he doesn't work. Like on Saturdays and Sundays, it's like the worst. Yeah. Because he's not working.
Yeah, he works his ass off.
Yeah, so it's like that's what I look into. Like it's so sexy when the guy is just always doing something like working and
motivated.
Yes, like he's always hungry, dude. And that's what I look into a guy. I
feel like he instilled that in all of his daughters too.
Huh? Yeah.
Your dad, you're like all of y'all. Or pretty cool and work hard. Let's just face it. Like So he instilled that in all y'all. It's pretty cool, man. Like I don't know. It's cool seeing a dude have nothing but daughters and like they all turn out good.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And I haven't found that. And people say that when you know, you know.
You feel like your expectations are through the roof.
No, because that's all I ask, honestly.
But that's a lot to ask, girl. You've been. I mean, that's somebody that's taking care of you your whole life. Like you're gonna see him as a god, like
I know I need to stop.
My mother's like my saint, like like that's the only girl I really truly love. Let's just put it like that, so your father's your first love too, so you gotta make some sacrifices sometimes, man. I mean, maybe not get every aspect of your father.
But that's just one thing,
you just want the hard working thing.
Yeah, man.
No, I think you're looking for a little bit more than that. But this is cool though. No, I'm not telling you to not have high expectations or to try to find what you're looking for because you don't ever want to settle.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to, but then I would want that connection, that like vibe, that conversation.
Somebody you could be 100% with. You could dude, my hands hurt today. I don't feel like doing that.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Right? I know, me too. I do too. I give girls like tests when I go on dates with them for some reason. Like,
you do?
Like personal,
Why?
like personal tests, and I'll be seeing if they pass or fail.
Like what? Give me one.
Like let's just say I'm not gonna be able to do all the cool stuff I do now. Like, right? Like, I'm not gonna be able to toss my wheelchair in the back of my truck forever. My shoulder hurts. I'm getting old. I'm always in pain. So like, I can't do it. So like,
That's a lot of people though. What age?
When I've dated a girl a couple times, when I go on a couple dates with them, I'll be like, dang, my shoulder's hurting. I'm like, man, I just can't keep on throwing this in the back to see if they're going to even offer to help me, right? Like, I'm like, man, come on, man, you can throw this chair in the back so easy, dog. Like, right? Because like, dog, I know a lot of people just see me as a superhuman, workout freak, all this other stuff, but I'm human, dude. Like, I hurt just like everybody else does. You know, I want a girl like your pops, like have my back, be my backbone, like take care of me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I need you, I want you to be there. I'm gonna be there for you too. But I need you to be there in a different way. Like, I may not be able to mow the yard, you know what I'm saying? But like, I want to know that you don't care if you have to, but I'll do the dishes.
Okay.
So it's kind of hard, like finding that in a woman too, like somebody that you know is like going to be good for the long haul, not just the short fun haul, right?
Is that something you worry about?
Hell yeah.
Like now being able to mow the lawn. Well, you could buy those little carritos that you're like, you sit in them and
yeah,
then
but I mean that's every dude. Like, man, every dude thinks about how they're incapable of feeling. Like every crippled dude feels like, or a handicapped guy, whatever, feels like.
A lot of people get angry when you say cripple.
Oh, well, disabled.
No, I'm just saying. I just wanted to put it out there.
Oh.
How do you feel about that?
I don't give a shit. I'm gonna say
He doesn't give a shit. To
like,
each his own.
Yeah, man, and it like I feel like we're like we feel like we're not like up to par of some stuff. I mean, even me, dude, I feel like that. Like, dog, like, you know, when it comes to stuff, and I'm like, damn, man, I wish I could do that. You know, like just like little stuff. Like, I want to take a girl hiking so bad. I think that'd be fun, dog. Like, us, like can't do that. Right?
I don't want to go hiking.
I want to walk up behind my girl as she's cooking dinner and then wrap my arms around her, kiss her on the neck. I'm not gonna be able to do that.
No.
Right.
How does that make you feel?
Right.
Because I've thought about that.
Right. So like you could.
Or what about like walking down the aisle?
No, I mean, I don't really care about walking down. I mean, yeah, but
I do.
I've always said I would get prosthetics if like I would surprise my wife and get prosthetics.
Oh, that'd be cute.
And be like waiting or whatever.
I'll be crying. Oh my God, Zach.
But yeah, I feel like every dude, because I mean, I've heard Angel kind of be like, man, like, you know, like I get upset when Jackie does like the lawn and I can't do it. Like, it's like, damn, man, it's my job. You know what I'm saying? It should be my job. So that's it.
How do you deal with those emotions? Do you just try not to think about them, or you just come like at peace at one time?
Yeah, I mean,
of your life.
Now I'm accepted. Like now I'm just like, dog, like
I can't. So let me do
like,
this.
I'm gonna be 100% real with whoever I date. Like, right? Like I'm gonna be like, dog, I don't like this. Like I can't do that. Right? Like I'm just real now, and I'm not embarrassed about being 100% myself.
Right, but what about before? What about somebody that's like me? Like, what if there was a guy that's quadriplegic that can mow the lawn? Like, I'm okay. I'm like, whatever. The guy will do that anyways. Mm-hmm. But it's like, how do you think you would be if you were quadriplegic? Because you were born with a disability, so this is like all you know, right? Mm-hmm. So I feel like because of how the way you look at life is different because you were born with a disability. Yeah, something wasn't taken from you.
I try to hide.
That's how I look at it. So I mean,
I try to hide my disability. I mean, I know it sounds stupid, but I try to be normal as possible for as long as I could. Like, I remember like sitting on like park benches and stuff. They didn't have no backrest, and nobody cares about that because they got legs to put down, right? But it hurts my back because I don't have nothing playing it down, so it starts to hurt my back after a while. I remember my back screaming, me not saying nothing because I just didn't want to seem different. Okay. Like, so I would just try everything I could not to be different at first. But now I'm like, I like repping for the Crips. I do. Like, I like being part of I like being, man, they're like good people, dude. Like, and honestly, God, like people are scared to talk to us like we're contagious or something sometimes. We're not contagious. It stopped. Can you just press the red one again? Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you got it. Do you edit these? Like, make it like 31 minutes? Right? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. That's cool. Well, I just wanted to like continue with that conversation with how do you think your confidence would be right now if you were a quadriplegic?
Cause you just don't have legs.
Yeah.
I feel like, it's not to, I'm not judging you or anything. You're like, what do you mean, Mildred? Like, I have the things I deal with, right?
No.
But it's like
I was super insecure growing up. Like, I was insecure until like my junior year in high school, and that's when I started coming out my shell. I mean, I was still insecure.
How did that happen?
Man, if I'm just being completely honest, there was a dude named Darius at my school.
Okay.
Homeboy got all the chicks. Like, he got all the chicks. He was an athlete. He was like, you know what I'm saying? Just like a swagged out dude. And I was like, man, I don't know what he got that I don't besides legs, right?
Okay.
Like, I was like, dude, like, for real. Like, I was like, man, like, I'm just as much of so I was like, man, I'm not even going to worry about it no more. Screw these girls, right? Like, I was like, I don't even want to worry about it. And, man, when I started having fun and in doing me and not caring what anybody else thought, like, I think that attracted the girls to me. Like, I guess my whole school seen me having fun. They were like, I want a part of that. Then
you were approachable. You're like positive.
Then it became kind of easy because like Zach was like the little big man on campus. You know what I'm saying? Like I got up in the pep rallies and danced and like got everybody hyped up and like like broke the rules. I wasn't
because of your vibe. So regardless of how you look, whether you're in a wheelchair or not a wheelchair, whatever the case may be, confidence is a key.
Confidence
is a key for dating or just a friendship.
And I've had tons of dudes in wheelchairs or tons of people with disabilities come up and they're like, man, give me some advice. Like, dude, I don't see, like, how do you talk to women and you're not scared or you're not. I'm like, bro, it's just a conversation, dog. It's only hitting on them if you think you're hitting on them, right?
Right.
If you think you're flirting with them, now it's flirting. But if I'm just talking to you, I'm just talking to you.
Okay.
And that could be flirting right there because you know what I'm saying. That's interesting. It's a conversation. So I'm like, man, have confidence, dude. The one thing I have that a lot of wheelchair people don't have is just confidence. It's not the ability to pick stuff up or use my hands or whatever. It's just confidence, dude. I put stuff out there with confidence. Like I'm
and people like that.
Yeah, exactly. And it grows and that's contagious itself. Like people are like, wow, like how's homeboy missing all this? And he's like, you know, like he thinks he's just better than me because I think I'm better than you. Like, okay, I'm a catch. I'm not saying that I'm a better catch than whatever girl I'm gonna be with, but I feel like I'm a catch too. Like I don't have legs, but yeah, I'm still a catch. I'm still a good dude. I still got a job. I'm still like I got good morals. Like whatever it may be, I'm a good catch. So I'm not gonna like de-confidence myself for
just because you don't have legs.
Exactly. Now,
or just because my hands don't work, I'm not gonna feel less than anyone else.
But dude, think about how much like insight and like personality you've gained just being in the situation you are, dude. I know you don't see it now because it's kind of weird, but dude, like I swear, like you wouldn't be the same person you are, right?
I thought it was still awesome though.
You probably were a cocky little arrogant.
I wasn't. Bro. Comment below. I really wasn't. Was like, go back to my high school reunion. They're all gonna say I was awesome.
If you dated Mildred before her accident, or you talked to her,
hey, that was thought season though.
Let me know how much of an asshole she was, bro.
Hey, I was just going through my thought, little episodes. That was fun. Yeah, in high school.
Your old thought trot.
Oh, yeah.
I call it my old thought trot. I'm old thought trot for a little bit.
So that was fun. So, I mean, but if... okay, well, I don't know, So.
I had like a... Man, I was cocky, too, back in the day.
I wasn't cocky, though.
I was cocky.
I wasn't.
I got cocky for a little bit.
No, not me.
I really did. I mean, everybody knows. I did get cocky for a little bit. Let's just face it. I did. Like,
you did, bro. You did.
It got to my head.
It got to your head, yeah. But this is a new Zack,
I wouldn't say new, but I would just
improved.
I would just like say shit. I wouldn't even know why I even say that. Like, I don't know. So
okay.
I did get cocky.
We're growing, learning and growing. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. And do you have any questions for me, Zack?
I do. Let me see what I got. I forgot one. But tell us about, instead of always like the bad dates, what's your best date you've ever been on? Or what's like, you're like, wow, that was a really good date. Or like, I don't know, I can tell you mine and I can maybe go off that.
Okay, start off with you.
I've been on some cool ass, I've been on some cool ass dates. I've been on like football games, whatever. Like I just been on some really expensive dates.
Ooh.
But the coolest dates I've ever been on, or the coolest date I've ever been on, was a girl who just met up with me at a bar. And we were talking mess about who would win our domino game. And all she did was just bring some dominoes. We sat at the bar, drinking beer, playing dominoes. That was the coolest date. Like, that was the coolest date I've ever been on.
Yeah?
Yeah. And it was something so simple.
I think the coolest date I've been on, we had dinner, and we just talked about nothing. The guy didn't ask me, like, what happened to me. And he
God.
just
Do you lace yourself up beforehand? Like you're like, here it comes.
yeah, like he's gonna ask me, or
like-
like
it's like-
Mildred, like don't overreact and be like, why did you ask me that? Like, you know, because my sister were like, they always tell me like, Mildred, that's something they're gonna ask you. I'm like, but why would they ask me that in the first date? Or like, why would he even ask me if he follows me on Instagram? Like, can you like do your own research and then ask me, or wait until I tell you? Like, is it really important? Like, everyone has a past. And like, why would you ask me what happened to me? Like, I didn't ask you what happened to you 5 years ago, something really traumatic, or, you know, it's like, why would you ask that in the first date? So I guess the best date that I've been on is when somebody was just, it was just a regular conversation. We order whatever, and he was like, where do you want to sit? And there was like high tables, and he, you know, he was
instead of hey,
we should sit here,
or can you sit? Don't ask me, can I do anything, dog? Like,
I can.
Just like, hey, where would you like to sit? Is a way better approach for it. And if you're a waitress or a waiter, don't just bring us to the table. Ask us if we want a booth or a table, dog. That's so disrespectful to me. Like, I can't stand you just putting me at a table because you think I'm just helpless or something. Man, I want my butt comfortable just like everybody else. You put me at the booth.
So if you would like just ask me what you would ask anyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just treat me like a human because I'm a human.
Yeah.
So, okay, I see where you're coming from. I would appreciate somebody asking me that, because I would probably choose a table or a booth, not a high one.
That being said, now that we're on like dating and all that, I've had a waitress actually not ruin a date, because I wouldn't let it ruin a date, but kind of
kill the vibe.
Yeah.
Why?
Like, it was like she was like, what the hell happened? Oh, she was like, what would you want to order? And I was like, go ahead and order first. You know, I always let the girl order first. You know,
okay,
like,
okay. Gentleman.
So as she gets done ordering, the waitress looks at her instead of me. She's like, okay, what would he like?
Oh.
And I was like, I would like, I was like, what the fuck? Like why? What? Like, I can't order my own food?
Wow.
But like,
I would feel some type of way.
But I mean, she acted like she didn't hear nothing. But after we left, she was like, oh my God, I was in shock. She was like, I was like, I didn't know what to say. But that was like our first date, bro. Like, so she was like, oh, we're going to get this everywhere, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. And then I will say.
What did the girl say?
The waitress?
No, la muchacha that you were with.
Nothing. She just like didn't say nothing until we left. And
Okay.
Like, and I was like, hey, I know you heard it. Was that awkward? Like, you know, like, she was like, man, that was so awkward. Like, right? Like, I didn't know what to think. I was like, okay. And I was like, I just want to get it out of the table. Let's laugh about it now.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that. But I've had them ruin the dates, man. I mean, not ruin the dates, because I mean, honestly, it kind of made the date. So I say ruin the date, but it kind of made it because it gave us a cool conversation after the date.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say like, and then one thing I have noticed about being in a wheelchair, period, like not just me, about anything. Is you automatically got the attention of the room wherever you go, right?
You do,
right?
Yeah.
Especially you, right? Let's just put it. All right, so like when it's not good to bring like a wheelchair or like somebody in a wheelchair on a first date to a club or something, because I feel like there are tons of people there that are disrespectful and they do not care that you're with somebody. Like, I've had girls come up and sit on my lap when I'm with a chick.
Like, for real?
Like, just random rudeness, like disrespectfulness, right? Like,
I've had a lot of guys like try to like do a lap dance because I'm sitting, and I'm just like,
I've had my homeboy do that, and I'm like, Dylan, don't do that, dog. Like, that's whack, dude. We don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that street fight that was on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
Started off with somebody dancing in my lap. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So I hate it too. Like, don't get me wrong, I got my buttons that get pressed, but like, I just feel like some disrespectful. Like, they do not like when people. So for some reason, they just like all the weird people seem to look at you first, right?
I went to like some bar. Remember that one time I went to a bar? I had a guy hug me and his armpits stinked, and he was like, "We all love you," and I'm like, "Who's all? Who's we?"
Do you like when you get like, I just want you to know you're still pretty?
Oh,
what do you mean still
pretty?
Bruh? What you mean still, bruh?
I had somebody tell me, "Hey, you used to be so beautiful," and this was like maybe like 2 years or 3 years, you know, after my accident. And I was like, I'm not beautiful anymore, and I believed it. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, my first girlfriend, like ever,
I thought it was like so like, what do you
Yeah.
mean I'm not, like, you used to be so beautiful? I mean, you're pretty now. And I was just like,
what's that?
And I just blinked. I didn't say
nothing. Man, what's that do to your confidence, dog? Like getting up in the chair. Wait, or your first date you went on, being in a wheelchair.
Dude, that definitely fucked with my head.
Was that anxiety central?
Okay, before I answer that, if somebody tells you that, fuck them off.
What?
Like if somebody tells you, "Oh, you used to be so beautiful," or "You're still so beautiful." No, you're beautiful right now.
Yeah, I get told all. I mean,
You're still beautiful. You are beautiful.
Not all the time, but I get girls that come up to me at bars or whatever, and they're like, "I just want to let you know, baby, like you were still so fine," or something like that. I'm like, "Man, what you mean still? I've been fine, girl." like I just can't stay. Like if you thought I was fine now, then you probably would have thought I was fine 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
That first day I went to, I was nervous and I didn't finish the pizza. Why didn't I finish the pizza? Because I'm lactose intolerant, and now it's really hard to hold my farts. Sometimes I cannot because I have a spinal cord injury. And I was like, why? And I was like, why would you agree, Mildred, to get pizza if you're lactose intolerant?
So now do you go places that have like mariachi bands playing that way in case you let one rip?
I try not to eat dairy.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, like I'm
That's
like
a better idea.
because I've always been lactose intolerant, right? But I was able to hold my farts like 100%, right? But now it's really weird because everything, when you have a spinal cord injury, a lot of people lose their bowel and their ability to pee. And I got it back.
You got your ability back?
Yeah, gracias a Diosito y la Virgencita. Shout out to them.
I thought you got like a implant, like the balloon or something.
No, I got it back, dude.
Oh no, you got Botox in your hands. That's what.
Yeah,
it was.
Botox.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
But
gotcha, okay.
because I do have an incomplete injury, and I got it back, so I'm really thankful for that.
That's cool, dog.
Shout out to like La Virgencita and the God and La Virgencita.
That is awesome, actually. That's such a big deal.
It's a big deal.
God.
A lot of people don't even mind not walking. They just want the bowel and bladder back.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet a lot of people are like, what, Mildred? Because a lot of people didn't know that. I don't really like to say it because I don't like, how do I come off with, oh yeah, and then I'm able to pee now. Like I feel like that's kind of like I'm showing off in a way. Like I just don't want to come off arrogant or because a lot of people like they want that back. They don't even mind the walking, and I see why they think like that, because I would think like that too.
I understand where you're coming from. I get you. Yeah.
It's like you'll look at me and be like, what the fuck, you fake quad? I'm not a fake quad, bro. I'm not. I'm really a quad.
Because I mean, obviously I give like advice and stuff to people in wheelchairs, and then I get to thinking to myself like, damn dog, what would I think? Or would I think like the way I'm thinking if my dick didn't work?
It's different, and your confidence is different.
I know I wouldn't. I would not be the confident dude I am if I couldn't feel my wiener or whatever. Like, dude, I wouldn't. Because I'm just being real. Like, dog, that's a big confidence booster. Having a Thor's hammer down there. So like, dude, that being said, is like, man, I can't put myself in your shoes because I don't know how your shoes feel, dog. Like, I'll be giving advice the best way I can give advice, but man, thinking about it on the other shoe on the other foot.
Yeah.
Dog, I don't know. I mean, but then again, people always say like, man, that must be a hard life without legs, right? And I'm like, not really at all. So I might be tripping. Like, I know paralyzed people who don't really, they care, of course. Like, and let's be honest. If you had a choice, would you rather walk again or feel your pecker again? You're feeling your pecker.
Yeah.
Again. Like, you're feeling your pecker 100% more than walking, dog. Like, that don't even, right? Like, so.
You call it pecker?
Pecker, tallywhacker.
What the hell?
Ding dong.
Go on. I want to know more.
I don't know anymore.
That's it? Okay.
It's come about.
Okay, that's interesting. I learned something today.
Trouser snake.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. My old sink boat.
I'm learning a lot of things. What the hell?
Sometimes you got to take your sink boat to Tuna Town.
Okay. Never heard that one before, but all right. And yeah, so definitely I do want to do like a podcast with somebody that has a spinal cord injury. Because it's just, I think
so. You don't cath? You cath?
No.
Whoa, that's a huge deal.
Yeah.
You don't cath at all?
No.
That's something I would be.
I'm knock on wood because I don't want vibes.
That's something I would be like intimidated by, or just timid by. Period. Is like a. I mean, somebody that don't know wheelchairs, I guess it wouldn't. But okay, if I went on a date with a wheelchair girl, I'd be like, if we had sex, she's gonna have to take out that catheter, right? I wonder. I wonder if she has to clean that thing before we get to it, right? Like,
I don't know. So I think it would be cool to have somebody, that has a catheter like inserted, and somebody that cats, that just takes it out and pulls it out. Yeah. So I think it'll be really interesting to bring somebody like that, in the next episode of Dating with a Disability, and also, having somebody that
is open enough to share that.
Yes. And I think it'll be really informative because I don't know.
Okay. I mean, because I've never slept with. I don't know.
You slept with someone,
Not with a catheter. No, nothing like that.
but you slept with someone that's a wheelchair user before. Dun dun dun.
No, with a disability.
No?
Yes.
Okay. Have I ever slept with a guy that uses a wheelchair? No, I have not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But see, like it wouldn't be that different. Like, okay, like if you done nothing but able-bodied dudes, and you slept with me, it wouldn't be that different, right? Like you're just missing legs, or it might be if you did like reverse cowgirl and you didn't see legs, whatever it may be, right? Like,
Okay.
they're gone, right? But overall, it's like still the same thing. It's still like, right? Like I feel like anybody else, I would feel like you're gonna have a ton of patience.
Well, did you see Jesse's reply?
Yeah, exactly like that, right? Like you're gonna have to be like, okay, this is what we have to do, like, but I got you. Like, dudes just gotta be patient, I believe, right? She's like, they just gotta be real patient, understanding, and realize that there's other ways to stimulate your arousement other than your cooter or your snapper.
And I feel like there's a lot of people like that, like a lot of people that have not something wrong, but they need more stimulation and they're able to walk.
Bro, and the sex ain't just a tallywhacker going in a twat. It's other shit. I mean, you can foreplay, kissing nipples, rubbing necks, like everything. Like everything is. It doesn't have to be just that. So don't be that person to think that, oh man, it's just they just can't do it, right? Like, man, there's hot rocks. There's plenty of shit you could do.
Yeah, there is.
Like
Vibrators if you need
toys.
that.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah,
like, no, you can.
I've never used one, but I heard they actually work a lot. They work, with people that have spinal cord injuries because it helps stimulate more.
I can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
The intimate rider. There's an intimate rider. There's a like a swing type contraption.
Have you used one of those?
No, it's for like paralyzed people.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I need to look it up.
Swings and get you in the groove. Get you in the groove.
That seems fun.
Shout out, Brett has one.
He does? Oh!
Brett, you dog, your intimate rider.
I didn't know. Yeah. I feel like you're blushing.
No, I'm blushing for him, actually.
That's funny.
I know he's going to be like, oh, God.
Shout out to Brent. Okay, alrighty.
But there's different ways. There's different ways to have sex, man. So don't think that somebody has disability, they just stop getting sexual. And don't think just because somebody can't oh, sorry, that sounded bad. Just don't think somebody can't feel down there that they don't get horny. Like the feeling still comes. Just because my shit don't, or not mine, but like just because somebody's dick don't get hard doesn't mean that they're not horny, bro. Like you still get the urge. So imagine how that would feel I just couldn't imagine like just having that urge and not being able to like get rid of it, like a cum. You know what I'm saying? Like whoa, that's a lot of build up there. Yeah, you still get horny. I mean, just because you can't use it doesn't mean like you don't see like a sexy girl and be like, oh my God, dude. Right?
Oh, well, fuck. I don't know. I didn't need. So it's something that I'm learning here.
Because I got homeboys who will like meet like, let's just say they Brent, and they're like, well, does he have sex? And I'm like, well, yeah.
Well, yeah, he does.
And they're like, well, how? And I'm like, dog, they got ways to get that thing on hard, right? And they're like, but he doesn't feel it. And I'm like, I understand that. They're like, so does he come? And I'm like, well, probably not. But like, so what the fuck? And I'm like, so why does he get horny if he can't come? And I'm like, what do you mean, dog? Like you just stop. You turn off your mood. Like I don't understand what you're. Like it's such a weird question to ask. I feel like.
And a lot of people ask me like, can you still have sex? I'm like, yeah, I can.
You think
like people think that because you have a spinal cord injury, they like sew you up down there and
that's
shit.
What I think too.
The fuck? They still there. Can I still have kids? Yeah, I can.
And don't be so like don't ask questions and be so close-minded with people, dude.
Google like, that shit. Like it's literally on Google. Like why would you ask somebody that, especially on the first date or especially like a stranger danger in the street?
And I've had homeboys. I mean, we're getting like kind of content right here, but they're like, man, does it get wet still? And I'm like, bro, I doubt if your wife still gets wet, you still do her, dog. What you mean? Like, what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, dude. Like, I'm on it. Like, I know I've talked to other wheelchair girls and stuff like that, and they say the same thing. Like, yeah, it's harder. It's harder to get whatever down there these days. But there's other ways around. Like if I get turned on enough, it's gonna become something.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all on the guy. That is like if people say like, can you have sex? I'm like, that's up to you.
Yeah, and I heard that's like an orgasm. It's all mental.
That's the coolest line too. That's the coolest line. If you're a paralyzed guy and a girl asks like, "Can your dick get hard?" I'd be like, that's up to you, girl.
Oh, that is.
That's up to you. I mean,
find out.
you gotta. If you're hot enough, it'll get up. If you're weak, it's gonna stay at 6.
I actually had somebody send me a message, and she said that because he was a paralyzed one, right? And she said that, you know, they were getting it on and frisky and stuff, and at the end it was just a mess because he couldn't finish. So
it's a big issue, man.
And they were both upset because it was just like,
that's a big issue. No, that's a huge issue.
It didn't go anywhere.
Bottom line is you think that the person with a disability,
and she didn't think she was enough.
Bottom line, you think
he didn't finish.
You think the person with a disability has it real rough for the sex life, right? Like that. But you gotta think about how the significant other feels. Like, it must suck being a wife to a dude who's paralyzed and then never being able to satisfy your husband. Think about that. That's rough, right? Like, I can never make you come. I can never do that for you, but like, I know you want to, and I want to make you so bad. I want to help you so bad, but I never can be enough. Right?
Well, it's not that she's not enough. Is it maybe because she feels helpless?
I know she's
thought about that.
I know she's tons enough, right? Everybody, yeah, I know, but like, it's just you're so used to having that effect on men that when right, it's like something so against the grain. You're like, why can't I get this dude off? Like, I'm a hot bitch, right? Like, whatever it may be, like it's a mind fuck. It's just like,
it's a mind fuck, yeah.
It's a mind
just fuck. Like it's a mind fuck whenever I'm like, damn, like I don't think I'll be able to, you know, walk with my baby and do this. It's a mind fuck.
Yeah, I think the same thing. I'm like, I toss the wheelchair in the back of my truck and everything, but how am I going to load a kid in a car seat like that?
How am I going to do that when it's raining?
Just going to toss them in the back. Like, come on, George.
It's a mind fuck, and you just like learn how to deal with that.
I mean, it's a mind fuck anything. I mean, I think about stuff all the time. Like, you know, I'm thinking like, what if like when my kid grows taller than me, then is he going to lose a little bit of respect for me? What if, I mean, I don't have kids, but if I did, you know, like, okay.
Do you want kids?
Eventually I would. I mean, I ain't really like shooting for them, but if it happens, it happens.
Okay.
You know
yeah, I don't think I want kids.
I wouldn't be any sadder if I didn't have them. You know what I'm saying? But I think I'd be happier if I did have them eventually, because I'd want to be a dude. I mean, I'd want to be a dad eventually.
Okay.
Like, I think it'd be a cool
little Zack.
and no lie, man. And I don't want to have any pity, so I don't think this is me trying to get a pity party. But I've always wanted to see what the little me with legs looks like.
Aww.
Like, I want to see, like, I just want to see him, like, be like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, boy, you got every part of your daddy on you, you know? You know, like, stuff like that. So I've always wanted that. So, like, I want that, but I'm not, like, I'm not just like, man, I'm baby fevering it up. Got 105-degree baby fever, you know? Like, it's a Bieber fever.
I caught that.
I said, Bieber fever. Boy, I got some Bieber fever. I like Bieber, man.
Yeah.
I swear, I like Bieber. Even as a kid, he was cool.
Oh, mm-hmm.
You don't like Bieber?
Never had it.
No, Bieber. Justin Bieber.
Oh, Justin Bieber. I
never had it. You never had Bieber. She said you never had Cooter.
He's all right. I don't know.
You tripping, man.
Yeah.
Bieber's the truth.
You think so?
I like Bieber.
Yeah.
I like Bieber.
I don't know.
I like anybody who's controversial, who kind of like, oh shit, like, I need to chill.
Mm-hmm.
Like, kind of gets her wits together.
Okay, that's
I like anybody that pulls out of that. So like,
okay.
I've got respect for him.
All right. Shout
out
to him.
Being that famous for that long, I mean, that quick could have been.
For that long, yeah. I mean, at a young age.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I would do this. I would spit on people too, just to.
No, not me. No, not me.
Peasants.
Shut up! No.
Get on my balcony. No, there's no way I'd spit on people, but like, you know, I do respect them for owning up to it and stuff.
Okay.
I don't know how I thought of that.
Please don't spit on me.
I would never spit on. That's like the ultimate disrespect. I've had a girl spit in my face, not on a date. But.
No, okay, that's gross.
Mm-hmm.
That's super gross. Do you have any awkward situations in bed?
Situations. I wouldn't say situations
that cured the mood, and then you guys didn't end up getting frisky.
Oh, I mean, not. Well, I've always been a good old fashioned closer,
Okay.
but I've had weird shit leading up to that. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I've had way more than one chick say, like, get on top, and they're like, am I hurting you? And I'm like, dog, you seen me pull trucks and bench press 500 pounds. You really think you're hurting me? Like, am I hurting you? Like, I'm trying to punch your liver, girl. Like, like, yeah. But I've had those, and I'm like, nah. I just kind of blow it off.
Yeah.
But like, it sticks with me a little bit because I'm just like, damn, why the hell ask that?
Like, especially right now.
Yeah. That, or I'm trying to think of something. I used to be real weird, and this is probably gonna be too much TMI, but I used to be real like insecure about my leg. Like I used to like, okay, fellas, have you ever called a girl over? Old faithful, you did them. You're like, damn, man, why did I do that? Like, I should have just jacked off, right? I don't ever want to be that for a girl. And I thought, like, man, maybe once we had sex, we both came. She's looking at me after she came and thinking, like, oh my God, I can't believe I just did the legless guy. So I used to hide my legs right after I came. Like, I used to like cover them up or hide them, that way she couldn't see them, and she couldn't think that thought about me.
Really?
Is that weird?
I mean, if that was something that you're insecure about, I guess.
I was.
Yeah.
Now I'm just.
I think it goes like that for like even boobs or like anything,
Mm-hmm.
Because I know like there's girls that they don't like their boobs or like even butt because they think it's like flat or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that goes with like anyone, even if you don't have a disability, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay. One time I had a guy say, remember I told you it was like my first. He was actually, I think, my first date.
What did he say? I forgot. How'd it go?
We were like getting frisky, and he was all like, "Oh, I don't want to hurt you."
Yeah, exactly.
And
Did it go off?
Oh yeah.
Press it again.
Yeah.
Okay. To get it on. Y'all were doing. Yeah, y'all were in it. I forgot. Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Let's hear this story again. It's a good refreshment.
There was like it's like TMI. So
there's no TMI on podcast.
No TMI. We were like in bed already. It was like no clothes. Yeah, dude. It was like clothes.
Were you laying down on your back, or were you like on top of it? You were laying on your back?
Yeah. I was laying on my back, sort of. Yeah. And then we were like, we had just finished making out or whatever. And he was like, "Oh, but I don't want to hurt you." And I was like, and that literally shut off everything down.
What'd you say right after that, though? I never asked you because me and Nate started making jokes.
Yeah, I know.
So, like, we never asked you, what'd you actually say back?
I don't even remember. I just knew it turned me off, and I was just like, like, we didn't have to talk about this. Like, let's just call it, like, like, it's cool. Like, and then I said something like, it's all good, and I was like, and then I kind of like did something with my legs, and then I me senté, and I was like, yeah, we don't have to talk about this. Like, it just rolled. Yeah, I was just like, nah, it's all good.
That's the worst for a dude too, to get that thing rock hard and then just get shut down.
I mean, we were like not wearing clothes, so it was like that close.
You should have been like, trust me, bro, that thing ain't gonna hurt this.
And maybe it wasn't meant to be. I don't know, but
then he'd have been like, you ever see what a jackhammer does at 60 miles an hour?
And that was that. We didn't get it on, and it just killed my vibe. I mean, it was my first like sexual experience. I was like, man, bro, like, you're not gonna hurt me. Like, give me that thing. And it just,
I've had like situations where I'm like, oh shit, this is too much.
And you guys used to call him the "I don't want to hurt you" guy.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to hurt you. Man, we used to like, or not we. I used to like. I remember I used to feel weird on like dates and stuff like that. I used to feel weird like during sex sometimes. Like, I didn't know like if it was like, I don't know, shit's different. Like, instead of dog, like, let's just say like doggy style, right? My legs aren't as long as the normal dude, so doggy style has to be like the girl's legs are a little bit more separated. So back in the day, I used to be like, hey, like, like separate them out, like, whatever. Now I'm just kind of like I'm like, hey, this is how it's going down, So I feel like I got confidence now.
So you would say just like date around to get that confidence?
I'm definitely not saying that. With one person, I've look. we've been there, but yeah, I would know. Yeah, I guess date around, just be more confident. Like,
I think you get confident when you experiment with one person and you feel comfortable with that person.
That's it. But then you start looking for that comfortableness in other people when it's over. So it's kind of hard, right? Like you start looking for that right away.
Okay.
Or you start looking for that too fast. Like I noticed that. Like girls do that too. Not even wheelchair girls.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'll come out of a real deep relationship with real comfortable, and they'll automatically come out of that thinking that's how sex is going to be with me or whoever, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be like that.
Okay.
I don't have sex the way George has sex. The way Zack has sex.
Okay, alrighty.
Yeah.
But I would definitely say, like, especially somebody that's been like injured recently, or maybe like what 2-3 years.
That would be scary as shit.
Having sex with somebody.
I would definitely
One night stands.
I would definitely urge you to play with that thing a little bit before you go on a date and get hanky panky busy. Like,
I would say too. I would say that too.
Not even being nasty, dog, but it's just like you don't know what's going. You're really
your body has changed.
You're really new to disability. You don't know what's going to happen. I mean, you might just. I mean, I don't know what.
Actually, a lot of people have said that
like bowel movements.
They have bowel accidents.
Like, so
the pee and
that's what I'm saying. So like, get used to that thing. Know like, okay, when my belly button is shaking and I'm probably got to piss. That's not an orgasm. Like, I don't know what it may be. I'm just saying like, just get your feet wet before you go on that date. You know what I'm saying? Like
with yourself.
Yeah.
Test the waters.
Flick the bean.
That's actually a really good advice. Yeah, it really is because your body reacts different. I know, like for me, when I had like an orgasm, my legs were like shaking
like
extra.
Spasm.
Yeah, but they used to do that before. But now since like my body's different, it does it a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had the guy was like, "You're okay." I was like, "Yeah. Continue."
But he felt like a champ. He was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, right. Somebody that
boy, look, she got feeling again. She can walk.
Shut up. So I mean, it's honestly, I would say
I fixed you. I fixed you. I fixed you.
I'm a healer.
I fixed you.
A miracle. Yeah, but I would say I would say to experiment with yourself and have sex with somebody that you feel comfortable with, because your body's going to react to the orgasm, or just things will be different because of your spinal cord injury.
And it's just different. It's not over.
It's not over. It's not.
Sex life
you can still have sex.
Sex life is not over.
But like, have protected sex.
Yeah, life ain't over either, man. It's just, you got to figure out your way, right? Like, you got to figure out your way.
What works for you.
And then once you get that way down, man, you may be a badass at having sex. Like, dude, I know dudes who are paralyzed who girls call them for like for often sex, like for real, like, and they can't feel their wiener, like, and they're getting called for benefits.
Booty time?
Yeah, for booty calls. Like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? So all that like, that's just bull jive. Get you a wheelchair dude, ladies.
Oh, okay.
Like, for real though, like, so I mean, man, it just takes an open-minded person and somebody like, dude, sex is meant to be weird in the first place. Like, if you're doing it right, sex is always weird.
Yeah, right.
So
places too.
Let's just get weird. Like, let's just be honest and then make it cool, right? Let's don't be like, I don't know, weirded out about it. Right? That's the way I look about it. It's like, man, it's like when you get somebody like really cool, really just down to like see how you are, then it's awesome.
I can agree. I think I've had the best sex with somebody that I had a good connection with. Yeah. And I think it would have been like that if I didn't have like actually I had like the best sex after my injury.
Yeah that's tight.
Shout out to him. Hey. I don't think he's watching, but it's, you know who you are.
Boy, rocking it.
And that was after my injury. So yeah, you can still have good sex, but I think it was because it was with a good person. So
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. So do you feel like it having a connection with somebody means more in the disabled world than it did the walking world?
No, I think it's just like that in general.
For sex, you think it's
in general. If you have that connection, because when you have that connection, you feel comfortable. So you're like, let's do this.
Yeah.
You know.
But man, I've had some one-nighters that
were good. That you call her good.
That I'm like, man, I wish she would just call me out the blue one day. right?
Okay.
Yeah, well, not one nighter, but you know.
I don't think I would have a one night.
It wasn't a one night. I knew
No?
the girl, but it was like so random, and I called it a one nighter, but it wasn't like I just met up and like no, I knew her for a long time.
So you had the connection.
But we didn't. But we was always.
You had the
I
connection.
cannot say how I got this connection, but like
It was a connection.
I guess it was.
Yeah, so it's a connection.
Yeah.
So it's like if you have that connection with that person, whether you're able to walk.
Well, it was always like an attraction there. So like.
It was a connection
You
for
know what
sure.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I call it my one nighter because
One nighter.
I ain't never had just a meet up, bam, done.
No,
Nuh-uh.
I don't think I would do that right now.
I mean, I probably if she was fine enough, I would. But I don't know. I say that, but I'd be probably freaked out. I don't know. It's a trick. She gonna rob me. I don't know.
I think my sex life has been different and. It's probably different for people that use a wheelchair. Because one time I went to a guy's house and he had stairs, and I actually went with my crutches then, but we left the crutches downstairs because he helped me go upstairs, and I couldn't just leave.
That would be awkward.
I was like, damn, now I had to like lay here with him. The fuck?
Or say like, hey man, my crutches are down.
Yeah.
You mind?
Can we go downstairs?
Get me. Get me, dog. Call me the Uber. Please.
Yeah, so it's definitely that's different now. I would say.
Well, me and Brent had a podcast where some girl's son came in the room. Not in the room while we were doing it, but he came into the house while, like, she was going through a divorce, and it got.
And then what happened? Where was the wheelchair at?
My wheelchair was downstairs. I was upstairs, and then he came upstairs with his uncle, which is her brother. We were in clothes and everything.
Okay.
Like, it was just weird because, like, I don't know, dog. It was weird, bro. It was weird. It was weird.
Whose wheelchair is this?
Nah, he came upstairs and then, like, she freaked out instantly. Like, as soon as she seen her son, she like, hey, like, you remember the wheelchair guy I was telling you about that does all the crazy stuff? Or you remember the guy I was telling you about does all the crazy stuff in his wheelchair?
Uh-huh.
And he was pissed. He was like probably like 20, I don't know, 19. He was like, nah, I don't. And I was like, oh, shit. Right? Like, damn, dog. So she was like, and he was like, hey, man, how long y'all been knowing each other? I started laughing. I said, look, bro, I ain't no kid. I ain't going to get interrogated. I said, his mom did eyebrows. And I lied. I said, I just came here to get my eyebrows did.
No, in her room.
It wasn't in the room, it was in the living room at the time. So he was like, man, watch out with her, man. She's married. And I said, look, dog, ain't nobody trying with your mama like that, man. Like, stop, right? He started walking behind me, and I thought he was going to try to hit me, but he didn't do it.
Okay.
So I got my wheelchair, and I loaded it up. Or I started loading it. He came back outside, and then he was like, hey, don't come back either. And I was like, nobody planning on coming back. I said, but I'll tell you this, my mama ain't fucking a legless boy.
No.
He threw his drink, his Fanta at my truck. Yeah.
When was this?
Where was it?
When? Oh, it's a while back.
Nah, like probably like 6 months ago.
Okay, all right.
This girl hit me up on Instagram. She was like, hey, I met you at a bar, but I was married. You're with your friend. Do you remember me? And I was like, no. And I was like, oh, yeah, I do. You're being real flirtatious with a husband. I was like, oh, shit. She's like, yeah, well, I'm getting a divorce now. And I was like, well, you know. Like,
so you met up.
Well, she ended up, it was, the story goes on. It was the weirdest situation I've ever been in my life. Bottom line. But it goes on and on and on. Like, it got weird, bro. Like, it was super weird. Way before that. Way before her son came in, it was weird. Like, I had an opportunity to leave, but I was being nice. And I was like, yeah, I am. I was like, give me like 2 minutes. Because she was like, if you want to leave, you can leave. So I was being nice. And being like, I'll stay. And I shouldn't have stayed.
I feel like the leaving part gets weird.
But then I feel like real ugly chicks think that since I'm in a wheelchair, I don't pull any cute girls. So they think they automatically have a shot with me too.
Ugly girls?
Real ugly girls too. I'm not saying the fine ass girls don't hit me up, but I'm saying like, I'm just thinking like, why would, hell no, Precious?
I don't call girls ugly or like, you know, because I feel like every beauty is like in the eyes of the beholder.
I got you.
You know, but I guess I see what you're saying because
like
because
my mom
for
thinks,
me,
my mom thinks Steven Seagal is hot. I've never met a woman on this earth that says Steven Seagal is a good looking man.
And I only say this because I guess I see like where you're coming from, because after my injury, like guys that wouldn't talk to me before my injury were sliding into my DMs.
Like what? Like what kind of guys? Uglier or finer?
Guys that just
Be honest.
like guys that didn't meet my standards. So I guess I see
Ugly.
how you could say ugly.
Uglier.
I didn't say ugly, but I said like, guys that weren't as motivated. Like I was like, bro, like
With their face.
no, like in a way like that. Like, this is the way I look at it. I was like, look, I'm 27 years old. We should have around the same money saved up. We should be around the same thing because we've been living in this earth for so long. So you should be somewhere where I'm at or higher. With that mentality of being hungry.
Got you.
So it's like guys that were hitting on me were like over here, and I was just like, what have you been doing with your life this whole 27 years? The fuck?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like guys would hit on me after my injury because it's like, oh, there's something wrong with Mildred. She's not as in this level as she was before because now she's disabled.
Mm.
And
Like
that's
you're almost like, it's almost like they see it as like you're almost begging for guys to hit on you.
yeah. I'm not begging, but that's just like.
Not begging, but like you're almost asking for guys to get hit on, and you're like, dude, I don't need any. I get plenty of men hitting on me, like right.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that too. I'm like, do you really think you're the only girl hitting on me on Instagram out of 150 something thousand people?
Well, sorry.
You think you're not you, but I'm saying like I'll be like, dog, because they be coming out the woodworks with like weird stuff, like disrespectful kind of. I'm like, man.
Yeah, guys, people are really disrespectful online, but that's like a whatever thing. And I think people always ask like the sex question, right?
It's always
A lot of people think it's disrespectful, but I guess I'm just like used to it. That I'm like, yeah, whatever.
So how long have you been single now?
I've been single for like 6 years, 5-6 years,
4 months.
5 years, 5 years.
Months.
No,
Okay. Making sure you didn't skip over somebody.
no, I've been single for 5 years.
That's a long time, Mildred.
I know. It's scary to get out there. Why? I've actually talked to myself a lot about this, I think
are you more intimidated of being alone, or are you more intimidated of finding the right one? It seems like you're kind of scared of it.
I'm scared.
Why?
I'm scared because I'm in this position because I was in love. A guy that I loved at the time, or I thought I loved and I trusted.
But he loved
like,
you.
did this.
He loved you when you were in another position.
What do you mean?
He loved you when you were walking.
But like he caused my accident.
I know. So you're not in that same person no more. So why do you care? Like
Why am I scared?
Oh yeah. Why are you scared?
Because it's like, dang, like somebody that I trusted did this. It's like,
You can't get hurt no more.
I guess, yeah, I can, but it's just
Your heart can, but I'm pretty sure you got that protected now.
It is, and I'm scared to like have somebody like fuck up my vibe. Like I'm really good with myself, and I'm scared like, and it's like now
You want somebody to add on to your life, not take it away. Right?
Yeah, I
like,
do.
Like you want to be like, hey, this is me, and hey, this is us, right? Instead of like, hey, this is me and Ian.
Yeah, no, and I'm really close to my family. Like I feel like I was always close to my family, but now it's even closer. If that makes sense.
So your family definitely has to. Definitely has to accept.
For sure, 100%.
100%.
I take like a long time in the restroom, so it's like, wait, I'm going somewhere.
Okay.
Hold on. So I want it to be to the point that like they can have a full conversation without me while I'm in the restroom. It won't be awkward.
Your family and them.
And the guy, yeah.
Okay.
I'll be like, we don't need Mildred, like,
So I'm pretty comfortable around your family.
Yeah. my family's really welcoming. They're super cool.
I know, and see, I think we already got
Some going on.
We already got a foot in the door here. You know what I mean?
A foot in the door.
Your dad helped me in my wheelchair up the steps.
Yeah.
He called me Mijo.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's a big deal. Big deal. Thinking we got a little something else.
Oh, so that's definitely something. Yeah, I'm scared.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm scared, and
So you're scared of finding the right one too. You're just as scared of finding the right one as you are dying alone, or not dying alone, but being alone.
Pretty much. So I need to start being a little bitch.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you need to face your
Live a
fears,
little,
right? What are you scared of? Somebody find out like.
It's because I act different when I'm in love. I have those like love goggles that I can't see.
Because I feel like people see you as one way, and you're scared to let somebody in all the way.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like I'm really caring and sweet, and I just don't want to get hurt again because heartbreaks suck. I had two, and they've been terrible.
Mija, I got you.
Go.
I'll take real good care of your heart.
Oh.
Okay? Your cortisone. It's my cortisone now. Okay?
You're not.
Okay? Mira, aquí.
Okay.
Mira, aquí.
Okay.
Pom, pom. Pom, pom. One beat.
Okay.
Uno.
Okay.
That's my translation.
Boom, 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 boom. I feel like you were a Chicano right now talking. Mira, mija.
Bum, bum. Bum, bum.
I don't know. I feel like the right person will come at this right time without me forcing it. I'm actually talking to some guy right now.
You are? You're talking to some dude?
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking at me saying you're talking to me, or are you talking to some other dude?
Option 2.
Okay. Hey, well, how's it going?
I don't know. I feel like time will tell. So far, it's good. Like the vibe's cool. And
Are you going into it with like a open mind, or are you going into it like kind of like
At first, I was not, and I think I was being too hard on him.
Them are the best ones, though. I feel like when you are hard, and then they keep working, you're like,
yeah,
shit,
and that's
homie
what
really does like me, right?
Yeah, so now it's been like, because I know my other podcast. When I was talking to my friend about the dating, he was like, well, it sounds like you're interested, but you keep putting buts, or you're kind of hesitant, and I was just like, well, and then I was thinking about it, and I was being really hard on him, because on our first date we went to some pho place, and I ordered something where it had carne, and I was like, the carne looked really hard. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna struggle. So I was like, hey, is it cool if you cut the carne for me? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, he just grabbed the plate like it was normal, and he just cut it. He's like, is that okay? And he was more worried about like, are these big pieces? And I was just like he was just so precise with the cutting. He was just like so focused in the cutting that he was like, I was like, he's not even worried about like me. He's worried about like, is he cutting it like, big enough or not?
But that's his worrying about you, though.
Well, yeah, I guess, but it wasn't more
like,
of
hey, man, would you rather chew it like this or chew it like another way? He's doing everything for you.
Yeah, and then like he picks me up to get in his truck. And
this dude's cool.
Yeah, and I was thinking about him. He's like actually cool, and I was like, I think I'm being really hard on him.
In what way though? How do you?
Everything, I would be like super judgy, like, wait, why did he, or
Oh, you wouldn't actually be hard on him. You would just think hardcore shit about him.
I guess, yeah.
You wouldn't actually be like, why are you doing that?
No, but in my head,
like, why is he doing that? Right?
I was like, oh, okay, like, so I was like, he's actually like cool, and now like that he feels more comfortable, because people act different once you get to know them. Like I know I act different when you get to know me. Like I feel like
I act super. If I start liking somebody, I don't know what to say, dog.
No,
like I feel like I got not all the right shit, but I could run game.
You get nervous?
I can run game and do me and feel confident, but the instant I start really liking somebody, I'm like, damn, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm nervous, So I get nervous too, but it just depends on who I'm talking to.
Okay.
So if I feel if you feel like I'm Casanova and every line just coming out clean, more than likely I don't like you.
Wow. It's just like that. What it is.
But if I feel nervous and you can tell I'm kind of like, I probably like you.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I'm
excited, man.
You are? I would never post them.
Why?
No. You see my divorce. Modric gets divorced. I'm playing though. I don't know.
But let's just say your following grows and you got a ton of people hitting on you. Then what would that do to your relationship if you were in one?
So I had to post. I haven't been in a relationship so long, so I don't even know how this goes. Like I feel like I'm in a relationship now because I usually never go like on a second, third date.
Well, you're even mentioning it, so that means you're kind of ready, right?
No, I don't want to lose my player card. No, not my G card. No,
turn it in, put it out your pocket, give it here.
No.
I feel you though, man.
I'm still in the market. I'm not in the cart yet.
I'm scared of that commitment thing too, man. I really am nowadays because I done did it with Humbaha and Hubbaha, and it like backfired on me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm kind of scared of it.
Why do you think it hasn't worked out, Zach?
With who?
Why do you think you don't have a girlfriend? Why do you think like how you said you're?
Oh, I'm an asshole.
Oh.
Like why don't? Or not because of now, but why don't I feel like I've been married or something? Because I'm a dickhead. I'm an asshole. I was
because you're just a human that's a dick, not because you're a human that has a disability.
Yes, I was a straight up asshole. Like I was a womanizer. I treated women wrong back in the day. I changed.
That's fucked up.
I turned probably two really good women into not bad women, but really bitter women, and I feel bad for that. And I don't know, just that's why I feel like I have it. Because I mean, I was on the road to being married, dude. I was about to ask her daddy and everything, like straight up. I'll be real with you. Like I was that dude, and that's what broke me though. It was like. I got caught up. I'm gonna be real. I don't even care. Like I don't care what people think about me as long as I'm telling the truth. So I got caught up cheating. Like I got caught up bad cheating. Like, I mean, not like in the middle of the relationship, but like, you know, in the very first relationship, we lasted a long time, and she ended up finding out, right? So I broke my own damn heart. It wasn't like she hurt me.
Well, good. I'm glad you broke your heart.
I know, me too. I'm glad. Like I said, like I'm not. I mean, yeah.
Because I'm sure you hurt her.
Fuck yeah, hurt her. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting to. Is like, dude, I will do. I'm so happy I went. I mean, it sucked, dude. It was the worst time of my fucking life, dude. I went through anxiety, depression, like crazy after this. But I did it to myself.
You did it to yourself,
and I'm
bro.
so happy I did it to myself because, dog, I was so selfish that I didn't see what my actions were actually causing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to see somebody I cared for that much hurt that bad, I never want anybody to feel that way because of me again. So it woke me up, man. So like, it sucked that she went through that and she was so damn hurt because, man, I was too. We both were, and I'm so sorry I did it to her. But that being said, it woke me up so much that I'm happy it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to see the good in it, and then, damn it, there was some good in it because I needed that reality check quick, man. I was living in the fast lane, doing fast shit, you know, not treating women right.
And sometimes it happens that way. You have to learn the hard way.
But I'd rather be real and be upfront about it because I don't want to be fake. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for keeping the wheel.
Real, man.
We appreciate that.
I said I don't have no shame of saying I used to be a dog. I'm not the same dude no more. I'm not the same. I'm not the same guy anymore. You obviously could tell I'm not the same. Yeah,
for sure, dude. For sure,
my demeanor might be the same, but as far as like my morals and the way I handle situations goes, like
you live and you learn.
So different.
It's all good.
So different now. You know.
For sure.
And to be honest with you, like, man, it's like, dude, I had a bunch of stuff kind of working against me. Like, I was in a new relationship, and I just started getting kind of like the IG fame. So I had thoughts in my DMs, and you know, I was kind of like playing the field too. I had a bunch of stuff going on that I didn't know how to handle.
I think around that time, Zach, you were like not having enough time to heal. You were like going from like relationship to relationship.
No, I went through
you don't
one.
Think so?
I went straight to one. After
that. I don't think that was good.
No, after that, no, I didn't. I ain't been in a relationship since then.
No, I'm saying, but I don't think that was good because you didn't have no time to like process that.
No, I did on that one.
You did?
I didn't care at all about, dude.
We're saying names.
I don't give a shit about. I don't care about her at all. By since then. Yeah, I don't pimp on my ass.
Pimple. I had a pimple on my butt the other day. Shit hurt.
But yeah,
a lot of wheelchair get pimples.
You sit down. You sit down all the time. Your pores get clogged. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a common thing.
Not like acne or something, but like a big ass pimple every now and again. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I had one the other day. I was like, what the hell?
Because it starts little, and you're rubbing, and it starts getting irritated and everything.
Okay. I was tripping. I was Googling shit. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. One, I can just take that little part.
No, I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care. Leave it real. I mean, dog, I don't care. I just don't want names.
No,
as far as anybody knows about me, like as far as I'm 100% real, dog. I don't want no sugarcoating. I don't want somebody to come to me and be like, man, you know what? My son looked up to you, but I don't like this about you. Bitch, there's nothing you don't know about me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I say I smoke. I say I do this. I say I'm just upfront about everything.
I smoke. I drink.
I won't stop, but I can't. All right, guys. How do we end it out?
Thank you so much for coming, Zach. It's greatly appreciated, honestly. Like, I'm really grateful that you're here, TBH. Yeah, like, for real, like, 100%.
Was it a good back and forth?
Huh?
Did you like it?
No, yeah, I really did.
It was a little bit longer than 31 minutes.
It definitely was. There's just going to be a lot of, like, editing, but you know how it goes, guys.
Nah, I just want to say, dude, I appreciate what you're doing. I mean, I know it's probably more than everybody. I'm one of your biggest fans. I pushed the show. I'm honored being on here. I know it's real new, but I feel like it's going to grow, and you're doing amazing things as far as like educating people. And honestly, I know it's in the title, and but you're being real. You're being real, and that's what wheelchair people need. It's because I mean everybody's scared to talk about shit, and you're honestly open, and it helps out so many people. Dog, keep doing what you're doing, and I'm happy about being on the show.
No, that was really thoughtful, Zach. You know how it goes. See ya, don't wanna be ya.